Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Scottish Disney Cars Collector YouTube channel. I think that's my channel name. I'm trying to get these introductions right. I'll get it right at one point. Um, Welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be reviewing the Mood Springs hauler. Just want to quickly say, guys, thank you so much for the support on the channel already so far. I've not checked the subscriber count in a while, but we've gone above 10, which, is not a bad start considering I just booted the channel 2 weeks ago. Though I have noticed that the hunt video, episode 1, has gone over to 1,000 views now, which is bloody insane. I think it just goes to show that those types of videos on YouTube and in the Disney Cars community are very popular. But the fact I only booted the channel 2 weeks ago and it's already gone up past 1,000, that will not sound like a lot to a lot of YouTubers, but as a small time one that's just started, that's really it's mental. There's already gone beyond that, but I think it's because people are searching for that kind of thing on YouTube. So, just thanks to everyone who's watched it and liked it, and the one comment I got on it. It's just very nice. Have noticed that reviews didn't do so well, like the Acer and Graham one and the Paul Valdez one, but that is fine. I'm still going to keep doing reviews on the channel, but clearly if people want hunt videos more, then I will prioritise them. I've actually got footage to edit from like 2 months ago for an episode 2, which I'm going to start editing this Sunday. So you can expect to see that, well, hopefully within the next couple of weeks. But for today, I thought we would review this guy. Also, apologies for the lighting. I'm still trying to get it right. I've just ran out of time today, basically, and I'm trying to get these videos recorded last minute. So, if the lighting becomes horrible, then I will just stick the flash on. But yeah, promise you we'll get a good lighting at one point. Because I live in the UK, we are hitting the point now where the daylight is starting to come back at like this time in the evening. But I'm sure if you live in the UK, well, you will know that by 4 o'clock at this time of year, the daylight just goes. So, yeah, which is very annoying. Anyway, so today I'm going to review the Mood Springs Hauler, who was released in 2010 in the Final Lap collection. I will stick a picture on the screen. There we go. I'm going to go silent from now on when I do that because I need to insert the image and I forgot to do it last time. So syncing it up with my words afterwards was an absolute nightmare. So I'm going to just pause from now on and the picture will go on the screen. But yeah, he was released in the Final Lap collection in 2010, and because of that, he has became very rare. He was one of the last haulers to be released. A lot of those haulers that came out in 2010, I think they've done about 15 or 20 of them, and it was a lot of the truck stop ones. They've all just became stupidly rare because they only came out in that 1 year, and because of Cars 2 coming out the following year, Mattel just also prioritised that, which I get. You do want to market your next big thing, so, but it is a shame. However, I managed to get this guy for a very good price. It was £10. He's not in pristine condition, but considering the price I paid for it, I'm very happy, and this, in all honesty, might be my favourite hauler. I know people love, well, I'll just bring the racer up. Obviously, here is Chuck Armstrong. This is the Thailand version. Obviously, Mood Springs, Chuck Armstrong is very popular, and I think he's more popular because of the crash that happens to him, which is obviously a very rare diecast race damage Mood Springs, which I would love, but I'm not willing to fork out a stupid amount of money. I'm just going to put the camera up a bit because the light might come in. Nah, that's not really helping. Sorry. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, people love Mood Springs and Chuck Armstrong, mainly because of that crash. I think that's what makes this such a popular sponsor. He is a great sponsor of Mood Springs, or Chuck Armstrong. One of my favourites, definitely. I just love the colours and the black and blue and white. This is not a review of him, but I get why it's popular. Though I'm already kind of fed up with finding this guy this year. Obviously, he's came back for 2025, the Talon variant, and because he keep putting 2 in every case, he's just becoming a lot more peg warming. He's so easy to find, which I guess is a good thing, but it's just like I'm sick of walking in places and seeing like 6 Chuck Armstrongs. But yeah. Anyway, obviously this guy doesn't have a name, so I don't like calling these haulers by their sponsor names. So I like to say like Chuck Armstrong's hauler or Kevin Racing Tires hauler or Slider Petrolski's hauler. You know, I don't like saying Mood Springs hauler because it's not their name. I know obviously Chuck Armstrong's hauler is not their name either, but it just sounds better anyway. Because I mean, you imagine these two paired up, you know, like it makes more sense. Anyway, I would look at him as an overall, but I guess we will just separate. So here's the semi-cab. He is a very lovely dark blue. I really like the blue in the sky. It's a sort of like lighter navy blue. Also there's the hitch, and we've got silver, really nicely detailed and picked out in the tyres. Also the mud flaps, both say Mood Springs, and the license plate reads 73WIY. Whoever picks our employees' initials or birthday that is, I do not know, because they very likely are. And you've got the two smokestacks, obviously, with more blue wiring and black wiring. The number 33 on the side. And very nicely picked out lights on the top, I have to say. And Mood Springs with a sort of yellow cream, like, coloured in backplate. And obviously grill and headlights. I love the expression on this guy because I think it matches the sponsor name very well, like Mood Springs. You know, he's just a bit dazed, and you know he's in a mood. You know, a very happy, calm mood. Mood Springs. I do wonder what Mood Springs is. My partner said it's an antidepressant. That's what she thinks it is, which it may be. I don't think I've ever bothered to look at what the fucking sponsor actually is, but if that's what it is, well, it's clearly working for him. But yeah, not a lot to say about this guy. He's a nice cab semi, and I really like his expression. Just like that little smile in his eyes. It just matches the name of the sponsor very well. Onto the hauler, which is the more detailed thing. By the way, I'm going to state this right now because I will be reviewing a lot of these on the channel because I do want to review haulers. I am not going to go through every single piece of detail with these, because slight spoiler for the next review, but you know, here's Kevin Racing Tires hauler. Like, they are the exact same thing, just repainted or different decals. So in this video I will say yes, it's got these bits down here, but in the review for this guy I'm not going to go, oh, there's bits down here. I just don't see the point, because I'm going over the same thing over and over again, plus you know what it is, and if you've watched this video, well, you will know what the rest is. So, but of course I will go over the different decals, what actually makes all these unique, because they are just the same thing repainted over and over again, but it is obviously the sponsor decals is what makes it different and stand out. Anyway, so for the hauler, well, you got 33 Mood Springs. I love how the threes are designed like springs. I think that's so cool. I think it's one of the best like number details in the film. I'm trying to think of, to be honest, I don't think any other racer actually does that. Like a sort of like uses their sponsor on the number. No, actually, think of all the racers in the film. Yeah, it's really the only one that does that. It's probably what makes it so unique. I've got Mood Springs, obviously. There's a lighter blue to highlight these, which is obviously better than this darker blue. There's this sort of black stripe detail, which is actually present on like Chuck Armstrong, sort of like here. So it's like it's sort of inspired by that, I'm guessing. Obviously the other side is exactly the same. The back has Mood Springs Racing, and again the 33 designed like a spring, and the little caution barrier thing, you know, for it coming out. And it's more of this black stripe detail, which is really lovely, and again the threes are designed like springs and little lights. It's very nice. I do like how this looks. As for the top, well, it is just again that black stripe detail and continuing in a very dark blue up here. One thing with this, because I got a lot of haulers in a bundle secondhand, and most of them were in great condition. For the price I paid, it was worth it. However, unfortunately, a lot of them have suffered sun bleach. Like you're going to notice in this review, which I might have to stick the flash on. It's just that the cap is darker than it should be. For this, it's not so apparent, but if you look at the blue here, and then look at the blue here. Now, I don't know if that was actually Actually, maybe it was on the release. Okay, maybe it's not faded at all. It might just be because the stickers are just lighter than the plastic. I need to check that, actually. I could be wrong about that. But some of these are faded, basically. That's the point I'm getting at. So again, we've got mid-springs here, and again, the white stripes, which is very nice. Darker blue. These finds, I have no idea what any of these are at all. I'm going to guess these are grills for ventilation. And these little, I always used to think this was a button or something. I have no idea what it is. Obviously, I do know what this is. It's a satellite dish, so I guess Chuck Armstrong can watch himself win races. I don't fucking know. But yeah, mine's slightly bent on this one, unfortunately. I will need to stick it in some hot water to bend it back into shape. Some grill thing here, no idea what that is. I really like how you've got all the lights sculpted on these haulers. I just wish they would fucking paint them. Because I was actually watching Cars 3 today. I've not finished it yet, I'm an hour in, but there was a scene that really stood out to me when watching it again, and it's how they keep the scenes at the start where they keep taking the piss out of Cal, and obviously there's the point where he actually retires, and it's obviously like in the dark, and he's talking to McQueen. It's just like, and you see all these lights lit up on these hall, and it's like, God, it would be really nice if they picked out that detail on these. It's great sculpting. I wish it was painted. And I think that's what the rest of these are on these silver strips, which are very nicely picked out and silver detailed. But all these tiny little dots, again, I think they're supposed to be lights. But yeah, and 4 wheels and a grey base. Obviously, what kind of made all these Piston Cup Racer haulers unique was this. But it's the way they opened that made them very unique. So rather than being a pull-out from the back, they opened at the side, which I've always found very odd. Obviously, you don't see it in the film at all, and it's not really accurate. But to be honest, I quite like how they did these, because if you look at it like that, and then you pull this out, and then you pull this ramp out, and then you've got these tiny little barriers, which I never even noticed the first time. Now, if Mattel were to do these in packs with the racer, with the pitties, and the crew chief up here, this is not too bad of a pit stop barrier slash like where the crew chief would sit. And honestly, that's what I'm thinking about using mines for. The ones that do obviously have crew chiefs. It's like, I really like how they did these. Like, it's not accurate at all, you know. Like, you don't ever see this in the film, but it's just the fact that if you really wanted to, you could use this for a crew chief, and you could have your racer like come in here and get their tires changed and that. Like, it's nice. It's like, I think they thought about that playability value for kids, and because that's what they are. These are kids' toys at the end of the day, and it's just, I just wish they put this kind of detail in them again. It just would be nice. Like, but they still released them, but not at this level. I really wish we got the rest of the haulers for the Piston Cup racers. But yes, so obviously as you see, this all pulls out and these both open at the sides. However, I don't really like having both opened. I like to keep one closed, which might not help for this video, actually. So just to see all this. But basically, it's a plain grey bed, which has got some like carbon fibre, I guess, in every single one of these haulers, which again, I'm not going to go over these all the time, apart from colour differences, but detail-wise, you've got a toolbox with a wrench and a spanner, I think, picked out there, and that's all painted in blue. You've got tyres, which have blue painted in them, which I was shocked to see on the diecast. They are black. So I need to look at Chuck Armstrong's art, which I do have over on card in this room, but I cannot see his tyres. No idea if this is film accurate or not, but I'm going to be honest, considering they didn't paint a lot of the racers' tyres on the actual diecast, I'm going to assume this is. And to see, this detail is very nice, like these little tyres here. And you get more of those tyres, and you could custom paint them and have a couple around in the toolbox up here. It's just the possibilities. I wish we got that mid-springs pitty that was cancelled. And this There's a wrench, I'm guessing, to change the tyres, and the little box that is blue. So, yeah. And obviously, these lift out. And that's pretty much it. I mean, and obviously the main thing to do as well, you close this at the side, which is really hard to do on this one. Hold on, I need to do it off this camera because I'm just worried that I'm going to snap this. Oh god, I do not like how that sound. But obviously with this, you can have the racer here if you really want to, like that. But what I tend to do is I fold all this in and fold these in, and also slides back up. And this is how I'll traditionally, this is how I would have it, just because it's a bit more accurate. But yeah, obviously you can put your racer in there, close that over, connect, and there you go. That is the Mood Springs hauler. He's very nice. To be honest, he's probably my favourite hauler, but I actually got the Nitrate and Octane Game ones yesterday, which I'm hoping to review soon, and my god, they are in such pristine condition. I'm really happy to have them. Suddenly I've become obsessed with the sponsor Octane Gain. I don't know why, but it's one of those sponsors I always kind of thought meh bit in the past, but my god, it's such a classic and nostalgic sponsor at this point. I'm like, I think it's because I got the Pity and the Crew Chief recently as well. It's just like, yeah. And the Talon variant of Belly Oil Changer and the China one. I've got a lot of Octane Gain stuff recently. It's really becoming one of my favourite sponsors, but I'm hoping to review both of those soon because this one has new competition for being my favourite hauler. As in the Octane Gain one may take that place. But yeah, that's it. Not much more to say about this guy, but he is very nice. I'm very glad to have him. He's not in the, I mean, some of the stickers are wearing away here and that. He's not in the most best condition, but considering the price I paid for him, my fucking god, he's one of my favourites. Just very happy to have this guy in the collection. But yeah, that's the Mood Springs hauler. Not much more else to say other than I hope this video does well or goes down well with people. For the 10 people who are here, if you are watching this video, please comment on what you would like to see. Do you want hauler videos? I'm trying to look at more like older stuff from the car stuff and stuff that might not be reviewed on YouTube recently. Like for example, like I'm not gonna I'll bring him out, but he's in there, and there goes the cab. I'm not going to review like the Talon variant of Chuck Armstrong anytime soon because there's plenty of videos about that on YouTube. Like, there's not a lot of videos for this guy, so those are the type of videos I want to do for older diecast or ones that people haven't reviewed in years. So, just let me know in the comments if you would prefer anything different to this. But yeah, anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all soon. Goodbye.